So it looks.
So we've already met. You've done my license check, my eyesight check. You've driven here.
Yeah.
Swapped.
Yeah.
I've got in.
We're gonna go from what we're gonna do.
And I'm like, yeah, I'm new. I've not driven Mum or Dad's car.
No.
They wanted to save it for a proper lesson. So yeah. So I think that's us setting it. So we can, if you're ready, I'll
yeah. And what
I'm going roll.
What I generally used to do
is I don't know. Did I turn the ignition off? Yeah, no.
I think this is a little bit too much information all at once. So I'm going to drop that on the floor.
Yeah.
And I used to put it on a bit of paper and give them a hand out. So I'm going to do exactly what I used to.
Yeah, just do what you do, because just do what you do.
So right, Howard. So we've got a lesson today. What we need to do first is make sure we can reach the pedals and reach all of our controls.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is do what we call the cockpit drill.
Okay.
Now this is one thing that you'll do every time you get in the car, because a lot of different people use the car during the day.
Yeah.
Every time you get in, you're probably going to have to change, you know, all of it or at least some of it.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay. Yeah.
So So if you we'll do that in a second. But if you notice that I'm going to just make some notes for you so you can take them away ready for next time.
Oh yeah,
that's all right. Yeah. And then it'll just give you a bit of a joggy memory.
Oh yeah,
right?
Yeah, lovely. Thanks.
So when we first get in, what we want to do is make sure that our doors are closed.
Yeah.
Have you ever gone down the road in your mum's car or your friend's car and you hear a little rattling?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it just means the door's not shut properly. What we get in this car is a warning to say that the door's open.
Okay.
And it makes a beep, I expect.
Yeah, no, my mum's car does that.
When
my brother didn't shut the door, there was a beeping noise.
That's it. Now we obviously want to make sure the doors are shut so no one falls out or anything like that. All right. So the way we can do that is by giving it. Once we've shut it, we can give it a little push.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to get you to open the door, but what you want to do when you open your door, the same as when you're getting out, we're just going to open it a little bit just so you can pull it and hear it shut.
Okay.
If you use your left hand,
that's my left.
Yeah. And just go across to the door handle.
This one?
No.
That one?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Hold the door handle with your right hand.
Yeah.
Now, as you do that, you need to check over your shoulder. You'll see why in a minute when we do the mirrors. And if there's no cars coming, just open your door.
Yeah.
And then give it a shut with your right hand. That's it.
Oh, yeah.
So we've got no warnings on.
Nope.
Okay, if you look in your mirror, it's not set up yet, but once your mirrors are set, so you can see that it's nice and straight, it's a nice thin line, your door's not sticking out from the back door.
Oh, I see. Yeah, no, I see.
See what I mean? So it's all nice and flat.
Yeah, it's all flush. Yeah.
And have a look in this side, and you can see that I've shut my door properly.
Oh yeah.
All right. Yeah. What do we have to be careful of before you do open your door?
That no one's coming past.
And that's it. Any cyclists or any other cars.
Yeah.
And that's why if you use your left hand to open your door, you can't push it out too much.
Was it?
Oh, it should have been the other way around, shouldn't it? Should have been the other way around.
Oh, so, I can't even remember what I did.
Yeah, you didn't do it that way. No, you didn't.
Did I? Oh.
I told you to do it the other way.
Okay. So we should do it like that?
Yeah. Do it like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So then you can't open your door too much. If you use your right hand, you've got the full length of your arm going out.
Oh yeah. That makes sense.
So you can. It just gives you. You ain't gonna surprise anyone basically if there is someone there.
And then you look.
And then you look over your shoulder as well. Yeah. And I'll tell you why that is in a minute. All right.
I think I know.
Oh, do you?
Well. Because you can see if anyone was over there.
That's it. So that's called your blind spot.
Alright, yeah.
Okay. So we'll go through that in a second anyway.
Right.
So we're going to make sure our doors are shut so that we don't fall out, basically. Don't have a horrible rattling noise when we're moving along.
Yeah.
The next thing we need to be able to do is be comfortable when we're driving, be able to reach all the pedals. So we're going to adjust our seat.
Alright.
Okay. Yeah. Now just below on the floor there's a now if you can put your left foot on that left pedal, which is the clutch, that one needs to go right to the floor. That's the only one we do push right to the floor. So and what you want is a nice bent leg, just so you're comfortable in pushing that up and down. Does that feel like you might be going to hit your leg on there, or do you think that'd be alright?
You
don't want to be stretching because then you have.
Feels alright.
Does that feel alright? Yep, good. We can always alter it afterwards, it's not a problem.
Okay.
But that's what you want. You want a bit of a bent leg when you push your clutch down, so your leg's at a nice little bend there. Alright?
Yeah,
If
cool.
you're too close, it's a little bit less control.
Okay, yeah.
Alright? So you just want it like that, and if you're stretching, then you can't get a good feel of it. Okay?
Yeah, lovely.
So that's your seat.
Okay.
With your steering wheel, when you hold the steering wheel, normally hold the steering wheel what we call 10 to 2, like a clock, like that, and you should have nice bent arms. That does look alright to me. How does that feel? Does that feel quite comfortable? If you do want to move the seat, there's a little handle down the side.
Oh yeah, I see.
So you can move it back a little bit more, so you've got a bit of a straight back.
Don't you like that?
Does that feel alright? That looks alright. You know, you've got your bend in your arm.
Yeah.
And now with the headrest, these ones don't move.
Oh, yeah.
But basically, when you're in a car, what you want is the middle of the headrest level with your ears, the top of your ears.
Alright.
And what do you think the headrests are for?
I don't know, just rest on.
No, we don't use them.
It's obvious, but I don't know.
No, that's fine. That's we don't use them to rest our head on.
Okay.
Because we could be looking up in the air otherwise.
Alright.
What they're for? Have you heard of whiplash?
Oh yeah, my aunt. Yes.
Okay.
My aunt.
So she got hit.
Yes. She had a neck brace.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah. So what she would have done, what would have happened if she hadn't have had a headrest there? Her neck would have gone back, and it could have made the injury worse. All right. So it's a bit of protection if we do get hit from behind.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
The next one is a seat belt. Sorry, we're done steering wheel. Sorry, I should have actually
oh yeah, we did the
made that, but we've done the steering wheel. So it's DSSS and M we're going to do. So the next one is a seat belt.
Shall I put it on?
Yeah, we can put the seat belt on. So why do we need to wear a seat belt?
It's the law.
Yeah.
And for safety.
That's it. And what will it do for us then?
Stop me going
That's it.
through the windscreen.
Very important that everyone in the car wears a seatbelt. Do you know, or I don't expect you to, but have you got any idea who is responsible for people in the car that they've got their belt on?
I would imagine, I would have thought the driver.
Okay. So the driver's got a responsibility that they do wear them. You can advise people.
Yeah.
If there's anyone who's 14 or over.
Yeah, my brother's 13.
Okay, so then you'd be responsible for him, or the driver would be responsible for him.
Oh right.
So if he got pulled over by the police because he wasn't wearing his seatbelt, then the driver would get the fine.
Okay, I'd tell him.
Yeah, but if they're 14 or over, then it's they're responsible for themselves to make sure they wear the seatbelt.
Alright, so, okay, right.
Alright.
I think I'd still tell him anyway.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a good idea for, if you're carrying passengers to say, I really like you to wear your seatbelt.
Okay, so it's like the law, is it?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
Didn't know that. So 14, he's responsible.
14 and over.
Me.
That's it.
The driver.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah.
Now when you take your seatbelt off,
yeah,
you want to push that red button in and just hold on to the seatbelt with your other hand and feed it back in.
Oh yeah, because if it don't go back, I tripped up it once when I was getting out of the car.
Yeah, and also you might smack yourself in the face because they're on a spring.
Yeah.
They're on a runner in there and a roller.
So they do that, don't they?
Yeah, and that's it. If you brake hard or if you brake sharp, then that will lock, and that's what stops you from going forward.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
That's it. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good. Now the next one is the mirrors.
Yeah.
Now the mirrors, very important with our driving. It gives us good insight. It really gives an idea of what we're going to do to let people know what we want to do. Now I'll explain that in a minute, a little bit more. This is our rear view mirror. So it obviously shows us what's going on behind. This is my one, so I can see behind.
Alright, yeah.
Now what you need to do, when you hold that, we don't want to get any finger marks on it.
Alright, yeah.
So you need to hold it at the top and bottom and move it, and you want the bottom of the mirror lined up with the bottom of the back window, And just slightly to the right, just so you can see a little bit of your face, your left side of your face. Does that look alright?
Yeah.
I can't ask you if you can see anything out there. Why do you think we have it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that alright?
Yeah.
Now this glass is flat, so that gives us a true picture of what's going on behind.
Okay.
Right, now our door mirror is a little bit different to that, so I'll explain that in a second.
Yeah, that's better.
But this one will give us a true picture of what's going on behind us. Alright?
Yeah.
Now why do you think you want it slightly to the right a little bit, rather than just straight along the back window?
Well, I can see more behind.
And
if I couldn't see that, I'd probably be looking more at that hedge.
Yes, yeah. So
I can see more of the road.
Yeah, we want to see the road more rather than the pavement and the hedge, don't we, and the lamppost or whatever.
Because I just adjusted it, I couldn't see the other side.
Okay.
The other hedge, the one that side.
You can see a little bit of your face this side.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Just like a little bit.
So when you get in the car, that's what we're going to do with your mirrors. Now with the door mirrors, they're a little bit different. They're curved glass or convex glass.
Alright.
And what that does, it gives us a wider field of vision. So we can actually see a little bit further over towards the hedge on that side of the road.
Yeah, I see.
You can see that car coming. This is a true picture. What's it making that car do in them mirrors?
It looks like further back.
That's it. Looks a bit further away, doesn't it? So it's not a true picture.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But it will give us a wider field of vision. I'm just going to do that up now, is that alright? Do it up. Just because it's getting wet.
oh yeah, these are the windows. Oh yeah, got it. Yep, yeah.
Right, so that gives us that. Now what we want to do with that, we need to be able to see obviously what's going on with that one up at the right hand side. Sorry. What's going on the right hand side up there. But we want to be able to see a little bit of our car. If we can see a little bit of our car, we've got an idea of how far away whoever's coming is with our car. Right?
I can see a little bit of car.
Okay. If you do need to alter them, it's just on the door handle there. And you can see that's the right one, and then you've got your arrows to go up, down, or left or right.
Oh yeah.
See what I mean? And that's another way then you can check that your door's shut by looking to see if that's lined up.
I should see the side of the car.
Yeah, a little bit of the side of the car.
Like how much? What, a lot? Or?
Well, no, just as little bit as you can, but as long as you can see it.
A tiny bit.
Yeah, so you can see the road more.
Like that?
I can't really tell from sitting here.
Oh.
Can you see all the way along the side of the car? Yeah, about that much.
That much.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all right.
All right, yeah.
Okay. Now, also we do the same with this one. So you just touch the left side.
Oh yeah, it's a picture of a left.
That's it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And you want to do the same again. Can you see that lady coming along?
Yeah. I can hardly see the car. Though.
Okay, so you want to bring it in a little bit.
The back door handle just.
Okay.
So what? Bring it in a bit.
Yeah. Is that better?
Yeah, I see about. What I say about that.
Okay.
Much. See them two people walking down the red.
Yeah, that's it.
And the white with a dog.
That's it. Good.
Yeah.
Now, can you have a look at those in that mirror, and then look at them in that mirror? You can see that they look further away in there, don't they?
Much further there.
Yeah. So this is the one that we're going to gauge who's behind us and how far away they are.
All right. Yeah.
Right. Now we've set them up. What do we use our mirrors for? First of all, this one. What do you think we might use that one for?
It's just what's behind.
Okay. Why do we need to know what's behind us?
Because they might overtake.
That's it. If we want to stop, what will we need to do if they're quite close to us?
You don't want to stop too abruptly.
That's it. Good. So we don't want to stop too hard.
Yeah.
What do you think we might want to do if we're going to stop on the left, for example?
Signal.
That's it. So there's a big thing. What you're going to be learning is your mirror signal manoeuvre. Now the manoeuvre is whatever we're going to do. Whether we're going to move off, stop, turn left or right. But whatever we're going to do, the manoeuvre is what we want to do. Whether it be move off, stop, turn left, turn right, move out to the right, or move out, back over to the left.
Yeah.
So we're going to use our mirrors before we do anything.
All right. Yeah.
All right. And then that gives us an idea then of when we should do this signal.
Makes sense.
Yeah, because
if there was no one behind, did you? Because when I'm on my push bike,
yeah,
I mean, I just look over my shoulder. If there was no one there, I wouldn't bother
putting your arm out. No, that's fair enough. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But if we're going to turn left into the side road, that'd be alright if you was parking or moving off, because we can see, you know, quite a long way.
Oh yeah, if I was going to turn in.
But if you're going to turn in, you really want...
If someone's coming out, I'd put a signal.
Yeah, because you wouldn't know if anyone was coming out of that road, if there's big hedges or houses right up to the road.
It's easier on a car because you can just leave it on. It's on a bike, you have to leave your arm out.
Yeah, that's right.
So you've got to steer and stuff, so it's a bit awkward.
Yeah.
But the car must... This signals.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Alright, cool. Yeah. Alright.
So, that's what we're going to do. So, before we do anything, we always look in this mirror. And that will tell us whether we need to signal or when to signal. Now, if they're really close to us, then we want to give them a bit more of an earlier warning.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That's it. And then if we're gonna stop because there's traffic lights or something like that. If we leave our braking late, and they are close, we've seen they're close to us. If we leave our braking late, what might happen then?
Like my aunt, someone running the back.
Yeah. So if we brake late, they're going to have to brake late as well.
Yeah, that was at a roundabout. She stopped because a van come round and car hit her.
Yeah, and he probably didn't realise that.
She did it. So the guy said, I thought you were going to go, and she thought, well, there was a van coming.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's
I
what
weren't in the
happens.
car, but she always tells us about that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what happens with that.
Yeah.
So this mirror's for that reason. Now with the door mirrors, we use those, if we're going to move out to the right, we have a look in this one to see who's behind us, and that will tell us if we need to signal or not. And we use that one to make sure there's no one come up the side of us.
Got it, yeah.
Right?
Okay, that makes sense.
And then when we're coming back in again, we'll see if it's safe, and then we come in with that one, just to make sure there's no one up our left side.
Alright, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But we'll go into a bit more of those once we start turning left and right and whatever.
Okay.
Now what we've got to remember one thing with our mirrors is that we have got blind spots. Have you heard of those before?
Yeah. It was that bit. Over the shoulder bit.
That's it. It's what you can't see in your mirror. So we haven't really got anything we can look at. If you can follow that car that's coming in that mirror.
Yeah.
That
I know what you mean. Yeah, like that bit over there. I can't. I mean, in the mirror, I can see that big sticking out tree, but I can't see all of that bit.
Oh yeah. So see those white flowers over there?
Yeah. Can't see them.
No. So they'd be in your blind spot. That could be someone who's crossing the road, you know, coming from there, walking right in front of you. So that's why before we actually do move, we're going to look over our shoulder. We'll go through that again in a minute, because hopefully we're going to be moving away pretty soon.
Alright, yeah.
Alright?
Yeah.
So this is what you're going to do when you get in the car. I'll give you a hand out at the end, so you can take it home and have a practice for next time. We have to make sure our doors are shut, get our seat nice and comfortable with our nice bent leg.
Yeah.
The steering wheel, so we're 10 to 2 and we've got nice bent arms. Obviously put our belt on, and then we adjust our mirrors so we can see. Why ain't you going to get in next time and we do this? So why don't we put the seatbelt on first?
I suppose if you put your seatbelt on first, and you got to move your seat about, it'd be a bit awkward.
Yeah, you might give yourself a bit of scratch on your neck.
Up, couldn't it, if I try to move forwards?
That's it. Same with the mirrors. If we do that first and then move our seat, we're going to have to do it all again. Right?
Yeah.
See what I mean? So we'll just try and keep it to that order.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you happy with that? Any questions?
No, you're going to let me have the sheet. So
yeah, I'll give you an hand out at the end.
I might have a look at that.
You can have a look, ready for next time.
Yeah.
And then you can see if your mum does it. You know, if your mum gets in your dad's car or something.
Well, she definitely puts a seatbelt on.
Yeah. But because her car's set up for her, she probably don't need to do all that.
If my dad drives a car, then she moans a bit, sorts the mirrors out. You know.
Yeah.
Because he sits right back, and she's like, he's like. So she does all that. Yeah. Yeah.
That's it. Good. So I will give that at the end.
Okay.
I'm just going to. So any other questions? Or does that seem all right to you?
No, no, that's good. Yeah, I learnt lots there. Yeah.
Good. So what we want to do now is be able to move off and stop.
Okay.
So, oh, this bloody rain. So, I'm just gonna.
Shall I put the back one down a bit so it's fit? Get a bit
Yeah, I'm sweating, am I? Sweating. Right, so now we've got the pedals down there.
Yeah.
Have you got any idea what them pedals are for, or what? First of all, what they are?
I asked my dad.
Okay.
You got your this one's like your go pedal,
Right.
the accelerator.
Yes, it.
And then you got your brake.
Yeah.
And then that one is the clutch.
That's it. That's it. Good.
That's
So
about it. That's all I know.
that's fine.
Yeah.
That's all
I know
right.
what they're called.
So we've got ABC backwards.
Oh,
so-
yeah. Yeah.
So what do you think the accelerator does?
It's a go. It makes you go.
Okay. Do you know how it makes you go?
I don't know, it makes the engine go fast. Like,
Okay.
I don't, yeah.
It gives the engine the power.
Okay.
So it gives it the petrol, if you like, or diesel, whichever you call it.
Alright, yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
What about the brake? What do you think that one does?
Stop.
That's it.
Or slow down.
The brake pedal will slow you down and stop you eventually.
Yeah.
Both of those pedals, what we're going to do when we use them is squeeze them rather than push them or stab them.
Okay.
So we squeeze those two very gently. Do you know what foot you use?
Well, definitely the right of this one.
Yeah.
For the brake, I don't know, you could use either, couldn't you? Because it's in the middle.
Right. So we use the right foot for both those.
All
One
right.
makes us stop and one makes us go. So we
Yeah.
won't need to do both at the same time. Right?
Got it. Yeah.
We'll only need one of those on at any one time.
Uh-huh.
So we always use the right foot for both those pedals.
And you squeeze them.
And you squeeze them. So what you're doing, you're putting a little bit of pressure on it and you're squeezing it down
Yeah.
rather than doing that.
Right, yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And just like squeezing a sponge very gently.
Alright, yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And we won't ever put those right to the floor unless you're going very fast with the gas pedal.
Alright, yeah.
Alright?
That go fast then.
Yeah, that makes it go faster.
Got it.
Alright? Now the
Yeah.
brake pedal, that works on all four wheels.
Yeah.
Most of the work is done on the front too.
Alright.
And that's why, you know, if you've ever been in the car where someone has braked a little bit hard, we go forward.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
the weight is
Yeah.
transferred to the front of that car.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, and that's why we need to squeeze it. So it's just like your front brake and your back brake on your bike. If you pull your front brake hard, what's going to happen? You're going to go
Skid.
straight over the top.
Go over the top.
That's it. And the back brake, the wheels will lock,
Lock.
and
Skid.
then you skid, don't you?
Yeah.
It's just very similar in the
So,
car.
yeah, you just squeeze them gently,
Yeah.
don't you? Just,
That's it.
I normally, I think I just do them two together.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and that's what same sort of
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
system as this.
Yeah,
Right.
okay.
What about the clutch pedal? What does that do?
Well, I know it's something to do with if you got a manual car, it's for the gears,
That's it.
and if you had an automatic, you don't have one.
You wouldn't have one. That's it. Good.
That's it. That's all I know.
So if you've got an automatic car, you haven't got a clutch. Your left leg is redundant. You don't need to use it at all.
Oh, okay.
You only got your two pedals on the right in an automatic car. So you've got your brake and your accelerator.
Yeah.
So you'll only need to use one at the, any one of those at once.
All right. Okay.
So that's you use your right foot for both those as well.
Yeah, we did go-karting, and the bloke, he was telling us off. He said, just use your right foot for
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Because if you
Yeah, he did.
it's
Stop
like
or go.
Yeah,
That's what
it's
he
like
said.
you
Don't
really-
try to do both.
it's like you really trying to pedal your bike with your brakes on,
Yeah.
isn't it? Because the pedal is the power on the bike. It moves the chain. It moves the car.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So you only need to do one of those at once.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
So the clutch pedal, we push that down, and what it does, it helps us change gear smoothly. You must have heard
Right.
your dad say to you, "Mum, well, you're just grinding your gears." Sometimes if the clutch ain't right to the floor, then the gears grind. Now what we've got,
Yeah.
I'll tell you very very quickly how it works,
Yeah.
just to give you a bit of an idea. We've got 2 clutch plates in the car, like so.
Okay.
One's connected to the engine,
Alright, yeah.
and one's connected to the driving wheels.
Okay.
Right. Now when you push the clutch down, them 2 plates are apart.
Yeah, okay.
So there's no connection between the engine and the wheels, so it don't matter how much you put your accelerator on, it's not going to go anywhere, because we need a connection here
Okay.
for that to start turning. Therefore then that will turn the wheels of the car.
Oh, well, they join up.
Yeah, they come in together. Once it's in gear and you start lifting your clutch up,
Yeah.
then the plates move together and they start turning. They're like
Alright.
cogs, like
Okay.
cogs,
Yeah.
and then that will get the wheels of the car turning. Just like
Alright.
you know, like you're on your chain, very
Yeah.
similar to your chain, and then you need another gear to make it go faster.
Yeah, I normally start off like first.
Yeah.
And
That's it. So
then
that's
I
what
get going. I
that's it.
put the gears up.
and that's what we do.
So
Similar.
he's in the car, he's starting first.
That's it.
Alright.
And as you get faster, as long as it's safe and clear, then we build up the speed.
Alright, yeah.
with the gears.
That makes sense, yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Now, you can see on the gear stick, we've got 6 gears, and
Yeah.
we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We have reverse coming down here. Now, if I can ask you to put your clutch down, please, the left one with your left foot,
Yeah.
right to the floor. That's it. Now, when we change gear, it's always here in the middle,
Okay.
and that's your neutral.
Yeah.
Right, that means there's no gear engaged.
Okay, yeah.
So that's very like this.
Alright, yeah.
You're not in gear,
Okay, yeah.
right? When we start the engine, that's the same. That's why we start it in neutral, because there's no gear engaged.
Alright, yeah.
Right? If there was a gear engaged and you started your engine, have you seen anyone ever bunny hop
Yeah.
a little bit?
Outside the school.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when the other instructors pick up, like my
That's it.
mate.
Oh yeah.
He went like we was watching.
Yeah.
Like that.
But sometimes, if you know, if the car's been left in gear
Yeah.
and they get out and then you get back in it and start it, whether it be a key,
Oh yeah, my mum done that. Yeah.
Yeah.
She started the car, bolted forwards, and
Yeah.
then she blamed her dad because he
Left
said,
it in
"Why you
gear."
leave it in gear?"
that's right, yeah. So we just
Oh,
want to
yeah,
make sure it's
okay.
in neutral,
Alright, yeah.
which should be in that middle bit there,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Now when you change gear, we want to try and use the palm of your hand. So when you're coming over to first and second,
Yeah.
we forget about reverse for the moment. When you're coming to first and second, we want to put the palm to me, over and then up. So
One,
that's it. So you've come across
2.
there now, and you've gone up to 1, down
Oh,
to,
yeah.
that's it, 1, 2. Now turn your hand back round, that's it,
That way.
and it'll stop there. So where will 3 be? Palm of your hand,
That way.
no, that's 5,
Oh. Oh, in the middle up there.
that's it, and then palm of your hand down to 4th,
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah.
3. All right, yeah.
and
And then over
That's
there.
it. 5th,
5,
and
6. So 1 and 1 and 2
that's it,
in the middle bit. 3
Lovely.
and 4.
good.
5 and 6.
That's it. Now what I want you to do now, just look at that car that's coming towards us, and give that a go, without looking at the gear stick.
All right, yeah. I do. All right. So what? So 1, 1,
Yeah,
2,
that's it,
3 was up there.
that's lovely,
4
yeah,
and 5
That's it.
6.
that's it, good.
So 1, 2, 3, 4,
That's it,
5 and 6.
that's it,
Okay.
alright.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the gear, what gear we need will determine the speed of our car, and if you want to go faster we need a high gear, just a bit like on a
Alright.
cycle.
So there's a like on a motorway
Yeah.
being 6.
That's it, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright,
Okay.
are you happy about this clutch? So basically what will happen, when you want to move off, alright, we'll do that in a minute actually. We'll forget about that bit for now, and we'll go. But that's what's going to happen when we start doing this.
Okay.
Have you heard your friends or anyone talk about the biting point in the car?
No.
No. The biting point is the point when these two plates first meet.
Oh, okay.
So basically, we're ready. We're getting ready to move off, and then we have to do all our checks, which I'll go through in a minute, to make sure it's safe to move off. And then you lift your clutch just above that biting point, and it will start turning the wheels of the car. All right. When we're in neutral, and there's no connection with these two clutch plates,
yeah.
What would happen if we was on a hill when we released the handbrake? Think of you. That's it. Good.
Down a hill.
That's it.
Okay.
So the biting point will stop us, hopefully, from rolling.
Oh, right.
Because we've got the connection. It's holding the wheels.
Oh, is that like a hill start?
Yes, it. Yeah.
Yeah, my mate said they'd gone on to hill starts and had a nightmare with it. Yeah, they were dreading it and they were rolling. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
But
so if you get the bite point, you wouldn't roll.
No.
Okay.
It's all about practice, because there's a thin line of having it and not having it.
Okay.
But it's all about. That's why we bring the clutch up smoothly. Okay. Another reason we do it is if we lift the clutch up quick.
Is that the old bunny
gas when you go up the road and down the road?
Ah, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
You happy with that at the moment?
Yeah.
We will give it a go.
All right. Yeah. Lovely.
Right, now the handbrake. What does a handbrake do?
Like when you park, you put it on so the car don't roll down a hill.
That's it. Just gives a bit of extra security. It only works on the back wheels.
You showed me on when you stopped. You said it was a bit weird on this car.
Yeah.
The handbrake was on a button here. Normally it's like my mum's car. It's here, like a clicky thing.
That's it.
Yeah.
And my instructor used to say to me a long time ago, but I never forget what he said. I had one of them handbrakes. I've got one of them in my car actually. He said, if you don't put the handbrake on by pushing that button in, you lose all your teeth.
Right.
So we do try and push the button in. I don't think it matters nowadays, does it?
No.
Don't it?
Some manufacturers say let it click.
Oh, right.
In the Audi handbook it says click it on.
Okay.
It kind of adjusts itself.
Right.
That's the way it's designed. But yeah. But I know it. Yeah.
Yeah. So when
your car at the end of the day.
Yeah. So I explained to you about the handbrake. Are you happy with the handbrake in this car? You happy about it?
Yeah, you said because it's a bit weird. You showed me when you were sat here, you push it in or push it out, and it's an electronic one, and you hear it go.
That's it.
You hear it go on.
Yeah. So we use that to secure the car. It does only work on the back wheels only.
All right.
So if you have got one of them ones with a handle here, why don't you want to move that? Why don't you want to lift that up when you're actually moving along?
Would that be like doing a rear brake skid on my bike, like?
That's it. And you go like that, and all dust goes everywhere.
Right, yeah. All right. So you don't use it.
So we don't want to do it while we're moving. No, it's only once we've stopped to secure the car.
All right.
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
And then if someone does, happen to hit us from behind, it will stop us from going, well, less forward than what we would if we didn't have it on.
Okay.
People sitting at traffic lights, they've got their foot on the foot brake and thinking they're safe, but if someone did hit them from behind, the reaction will be to, move your feet off, and then you're probably going to be shot up the road more than what you would if you had your handbrake on.
Okay. Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Right, moving off and stopping. Now we are going to move off. I'm going to help you, so no need to worry if you are worried. All right.
I'm a little apprehensive.
Yeah, that's all right.
My biggest fear is doing what my mate did and just bouncing up the road like an idiot and everyone watching. Yeah. But at least no one's about.
No, it's not outside your house, so your mum and dad ain't looking out the window.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you taking me away from my house, because my brother, 13, had put that on YouTube or Facebook or something. So that is good that we're here.
Yeah. Right, so moving off and stopping, I'm just gonna get rid of that, and we will recap before we do it next time. Okay. Right? But so moving off and stopping. So what we said earlier on, I'm gonna put my seatbelt on.
All right, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I've already got mine.
You've got yours on already.
Yeah.
We haven't knocked the mirrors or anything, so they're all fine, still fine for you, aren't they?
Yeah.
So what we're going to do then is, first of all, we need to start the engine.
Uh-huh.
So if you can put your clutch down,
Yeah.
And then you're pushing the button there that says engine start. Alright, now if you release your clutch for a moment.
Oh yeah?
That's it, okay, yeah, because it's in neutral. So there's no connection of those clutch plates.
If it was in first, it would have gone forward.
That's it. If it was in, it probably wouldn't let you do it in modern cars, but it's always the safe thing, you know, to have it in, make sure it's in handbrake neutral before you start the engine.
Okay.
Right, which we did do.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So, what we don't want to do yet is have a look in the mirrors or look around, because by the time we get the car ready, it could have all changed. The whole situation could have changed.
Alright, yeah.
So when we move off, we always prepare the car. Right, we get the car ready to move.
Yeah.
And then we know that once we've done our checks and our looks, which I'll tell you about in a minute, we can actually go, and hopefully this situation ain't going to change too quickly. Right?
Yeah.
So what we need to do first, I'm going to ask you to put your clutch down, and that will enable, put your clutch back down. I told you to take it out. So you've got your nice bent leg. So we're going to keep the clutch down and we're going to leave it there. Right? That will enable us then to change gear without it crunching or grinding. So now I want you to put it in first gear, keeping your clutch to the floor.
Oh, like that.
That's it, good. That's it. Now we are in gear. Right?
Okay, yeah.
We've got the handbrake on.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to get you to do very gently is just to lift your left foot up very slowly, a millimetre at a time, until you feel them clutch plates touch together, and you will feel it.
What?
Don't worry, you feel it. Did you feel the car just lifting a little bit at the front?
Yeah.
That's a little bit too high, it's just chugging a bit.
Oh.
That's fine.
Oh, what?
Oh, you called it back there. So put it back to the bottom again, then you can get. So let's lift it up slowly.
Yeah.
You'll hear the noise of the engine change slightly.
Yeah.
Right? That's a little bit high. Keep it still.
Oh.
Oh, sorry. So put it back to the floor.
Yeah. Oh.
And that will start again once. I know why that's happening, Harold, because I never explained to you that when you feel when you hear or feel them clutch plates go together or hear the noise of the engine change, just keep your foot still.
Oh.
Right?
Sorry. Yeah, I don't doing that.
No, that's fine.
What's
so if you bring that up very gently.
There?
Yeah, that's maybe a little touch high. Just that's it. That's better. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right? Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Now, we are slightly pointing downhill, so we're not going to need a lot of gas to get the car moving. If we was going uphill, we'd need a bit of power. So I want you to cover. Now, when I say cover your brake or cover your gas, it just means hover your foot above it.
Yeah.
Just so you're ready to use it if we need to.
Alright, but don't press it.
No, not at the moment, no.
Okay, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Now what we need to do then is see if we can move off. Now,
alright, yeah.
What we do with that, I know your feet are going to get achy now, I should explain this at the beginning.
It's alright, alright.
So what we need to do, we need to do a 6-point check. Okay?
Alright.
So what we're going to do, we're going to look over our left shoulder to make sure there's no one in our blind spot on the pavement.
No.
We're going to look in this mirror. Then
jogger coming up in the distance.
That's it. I can see some lights and a white car coming. So we're looking in that mirror.
Yeah.
Have a look in that mirror.
Oh yeah, them kids are just across the road. There's a red car.
That's it. So we're going to do that again in a minute when all these hazards are gone.
Oh, they're all coming now, aren't
they? Yeah, they are now.
Oh, there's another one.
That's it. That's it. And now that car behind is getting a bit nearer to us. If you start that again, can you? Look over this side in the mirror. You'll see that jogger disappear in a minute in this mirror.
Yeah.
That's when she was in her blind spot. And now over your right shoulder, which is the final check.
Oh yeah.
It looks okay, doesn't it? We will give a signal this time, so it's on this side, and that's it. Yeah, and we're going to release the handbrake. So remember how to do that?
Yeah, you said press the gas a little bit.
That's
on
it.
This car is a bit different, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
So you said,
and just have a look over your right shoulder, which is in your final blind spot check.
Yeah.
That's it. And we're going to leave the clutch where it is at the moment. Oh, I think there's a car coming now, isn't it?
I saw a car just in the dip.
Just in the dip. So what we'll do, we'll turn that indicator off, because all it's going to do to him having that on is he's going to think, hold on a minute, is he going to go? Is he going to go?
Yeah.
So we'll wait until he's next to us.
To get round.
Yep. So now you can indicate again. Have a look over your right shoulder, that final check in your blind spot, and then we'll release the handbrake, and we'll just move little tiny bit off that clutch, very gently, a few millimetres up, and you'll start to move. We steer a little bit away from the curb, that's it. And then because we haven't turned enough, the signal won't cancel. So if you just cancel your signal.
For this one.
That's it. What we're going to do now is get into second gear, Howard. So your feet want to be like a seesaw. So if you cover your clutch pedal with your left foot, clutch down, off the gas, second gear. Get your hand over you. That's it. Now don't look down if you can. Just look up the road and just see your steers and out like a seesaw, off the clutch slowly, onto your gas. That's good.
Oh yeah.
We'll just keep the gas nice and soft for now. And we are going to turn left just about where those roadworks are. Is that right? Yeah. So we want to see who's behind us. We're going to give a signal.
Left?
Yeah, we give a left signal. We'll just wait till after this one, really. That's it.
Alright, yeah.
Yeah. Now we'll signal. Now come off of all your pedals. Cover your brake with your right foot, just in case we need it. We're going to look into the road early if we can on this one. There is a car there, so if you just gently brake with your right foot for it, now take your brake off and then see if you can steer into that. That's it, around there. Yeah, I didn't tell you about. Right, take your hands off the that's it, that's it.
Yeah.
Right, now look at right far up the road as you can see, and your hands will follow your eyes. Now just after this white car, we're going to stop on the left, so if you check that mirror just to move out a little bit away from the car, that's it. Oh, there's a road there, isn't there? So we go a little bit further down.
Okay.
That's it. So we're going to try and park somewhere near that pillar box.
Yeah, okay.
Is there a road down the left? Yeah, there is somewhere. We'll go a bit further.
After our roll, after that van, there's a left turn.
Oh, is there?
Oh,
we go down there.
Right then. Place.
Yeah.
Oh, I think so. It's
okay.
Normally goes.
So just after this van, we're going to turn left. So if you see who's behind you, we're going to give a signal because we can see there's a pedestrian just on the right.
Left?
Yeah, left signal. That's it. Now take all your pedals off. Can you see into that road? Can't really see yet, can we?
Not much.
So just that's it. Now turn your wheel. Yeah, that's it. Around like that. That's lovely. And we'll park on the left just after this low drive near the brick wall there. So if you check your mirror signal, now put your clutch down and gently brake. Just look up the road.
Oh,
that's all right. Don't worry.
Sorry.
Now keep your feet where they are.
Yeah.
Move it into first gear. All we're going to do is just move up a little bit. Right. So if you release your right foot off your brake.
Yeah.
Gently lift your clutch. I want you to look at the curve right up by that third telegraph pole. If you can, your hands then should follow your eyes. Yeah, just gently lift your clutch. Very gently so it starts turning them wheels again. That's it. Now keep it like that. Look right up there. You should. Now put your clutch down so we don't stall. Turn a little touch more that way. That's it. Now gently brake. Just squeeze it.
Oh.
Right, that's all right. Now handbrake on.
On.
Good. And then neutral. Is that in neutral? Yeah. So now you can release your feet off there because you're in neutral, so you're not going to go anywhere with the gears.
Okay.
And your handbrake's on, so we have secured the car.
Yeah.
And then we can cancel the signal. Right?
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
How does it like that?
Well, I didn't go like jumping up the road.
No.
I didn't stall it, did I?
No. Well, we did here, didn't we? No, we didn't. No, we didn't stall it. No, you didn't stall it. No. Right.
I think I did alright.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm quite pleased.
That's it. Good.
I drove.
Yeah. Now, steering. I went through door seat belt steering. Sorry. I went through doors, seat, steering, seat belt, and mirrors.
Yeah.
I told you how to get your steering wheel nice in your cockpit drill. What I didn't do is to explain to you how we're going to steer. Right? Now I've normally got a frisbee in my car to show you, and I'll just show you how we do it. What we don't want to do is cross our hands because we get to a certain point, which we found out, didn't we?
Oh yeah, I went round like
that. Yeah, get to a certain point and we can't go anymore unless you do a somersault.
I went wide, didn't I, in that junction?
Yeah, that's it. So with steering, it's just something you're going to get used to. What we need to do is move our hands around the wheel. So if you can hold your wheel 10 to 2, that's it, like you was driving along. Yeah. Now when we're going to turn, we need to look where the car's going to go. If we look where the car's going to go, it gives a bit more of a judgment. Right?
Yeah.
Now if you're going to turn left, you slide your left hand to the top of the steering wheel.
This one.
That's it. And we pull that down while this hand then slides to meet it at the bottom.
There?
Yeah.
There?
Down, right, pull that. Oh, we can't because the engine's not on. Is the engine on? No.
Yeah.
But that's what it's called, push and pull technique.
Alright, yeah.
Right? So as you put your left hand up the top and you pull that down to meet the wheel at the bottom, and then you've got all that room then, that's it. All that room then. So pull that down. Now this one meets at the bottom. And then it pushes up and that slides to the top. So you're pushing and pulling the wheel like that. But we'll have to do it once the engine's on, yeah.
Alright.
We'll let that go.
Okay.
Alright?
Yeah.
Would you like another go at moving off and stopping, Harold?
Yeah.
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 So we check the handbrake's on. We just check it's in neutral. That's fine.
Neutral.
So we'll start the engine. You just need to put your clutch down because it's just gone onto the eco. That's it. So what gear do we use to move off?
1.
That's it. Good. Lovely. Now what you're going to do is your 6-point check. So start with your left shoulder, into your mirrors, in this one out the front, in that mirror, and then over your right shoulder. Is there anyone about we've got a signal to?
No.
There's a couple of people just by that van over there. I don't think you can probably see it.
Yeah.
So we're going to let them know we're moving, just in case they want to cross the road.
So signal.
That's it. And then check that right blind spot one more time, because if you imagine someone coming out that drive, you probably wouldn't see them in your mirrors, would you?
Not this driver, would
No, that's right.
I don't see you, no. Yeah, I don't even see it there.
That's it. So release that handbrake, and we'll cover the gas with your right foot. And just remember that gently lift that clutch.
Lift the clutch.
Just to the biting point. You tell me when you think you found it. You should have turned that off. Oh, sorry, I'll turn that off until you found your biting point.
There.
That's it. Good. It's just pulling a bit. Just have a look in those mirrors there. Let's see. Now look up the road right to as far as you can see.
Can I bring my clutch up now? Do I still...
You want a little tiny bit of gas on, just to give it a bit of power. And don't worry about the car coming, he'll wait for you. Go on, you're right. Just keep going gently, he'll get in there for you.
Is he going to go in?
Yeah, you'll be right. Thank you.
Can I bring my clutch up yet?
You can get second gear now. So if we go clutch down off the gas, second gear. Get your second gear, that's it.
That one.
Yeah. And then like a seesaw again, off the clutch slowly.
Oh.
Right, don't worry. Now look right around this bend, past that sign, look, as much as you can see. Now move your left hand back up to the top, that's it. And give you time, look up the top there behind them, yeah, that's it. Good. And move that back to 10 to 2, that's it.
Yeah.
So what do we do here, left?
Let's go left.
So we go left at the end of this road. Now what we're going to do is check your mirror and signal. Now come off your gas, gently brake and put your clutch down. Just gently brake though. Take your brake off now. Right, that's it. So first gear. That's it. Now off your brake pedal but leave your clutch down. And a little bit of gas on and lift the clutch very gently. Clutch down now, gently, right. Leave it like that and we're going to start looking. Can you see anyone coming? We're going to have to break the rule a little bit here and go over that way a little, just so we can get a bit of a turn on that left turn. How does it look your way? Oh, there's red light there, look, there's red light there. Oh, that's right there though, isn't it? So clutch up a little bit. Now we're going to turn that wheel as much as you can. Remember to pull down and push up. I've just got your clutch there, just so that we can get around these roadworks. Now start turning that way. That's it, good. Don't worry, yeah, I've got your clutch, just to get out of those roadworks, alright?
Well, that's tight, isn't it?
Yeah. Now just, that's it. Look right up the road.
I've got enough room there.
Yeah, just bring it, look where you've got to go. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Look right at the end. Now we're going to stop near that telegraph pole if we can, or just before it.
Yeah.
So if you check your mirror and signal left, you come off all your pedals, cover your clutch so we don't stall, but look at that car up there. So that we can see where we're going to get the front of the car. Now clutch down and just squeeze that brake, but as the brake, that's it.
Sorry.
Right, now keep your feet where they are.
Yeah.
We're going to put the handbrake on and into neutral. And then relax your feet.
Ah.
We'll just cancel the signal.
Ah.
Good.
Yeah.
Now, what we've done with the braking, Howard, I just realised why you're braking like that as well. What I told you to do with your brake was to squeeze it down when we use it, squeezing them, which you was doing lovely.
Yeah.
But just as the car stops, we just release it a little bit and then put it back on gently. Right, and that will stop that bit of a jolt we had at the end. Okay.
Alright, yeah.
So basically, you're squeezing it down. As the car comes to a stop, just release it a little bit and then put it back on gently. So we're still squeezing all the time. You just stabbed it a little bit at the end.
Okay.
But that's just a thing to say, oh, I've got to stop, I've got to stop.
Yeah.
But that's fine.
Yeah, I think I'm just getting used to it.
Yeah, yeah. So next time we'll just, as the car does stop, just release it a bit and put it back on again.
Mm-hmm.
Alright?
Yeah. Okay.
What do you reckon?
Do you want to come around? Yeah. Nice one, thanks. Yeah, good. How's my acting learning skills?
Yeah, good, yeah. Alright.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Thanks for helping me there, because I needed that, didn't I?
Yeah.